Hey, everybody. Just getting a few things set up here. Um, Deviled eggs are mine. You've been like the wiener several nights in a row, I feel like. That's funny. Hey, my ranch, blue jeans, Justin. You're the first thumbs up. Were you really? Who's behind the devil eggs are mine account? We must know. Let's see. Is that pinned to the top or not? I don't know how to pin on Restream. I don't know how to. StreamYard's so much better. Okay, I'll just go on my phone. That's fine. Let's see if anybody's wanting to come up here in a little bit. It's confidential? Hey, Patty Ponytail. You're welcome, Suzanne. You can thank Justin because he kind of pushed me to just go ahead and go live. Hey, Honey Elder. So I don't know how many of you Oh, awesome, Lulu. Yeah, he's our leader. He's our cult leader. He's the leader and we're just his demons, you know. As Daisy Cow says. So everybody who was in my live earlier in Empress Siggy probably knows about this, or you might have heard through the grapevine or whatever. But I was live just chilling, you know, having a it just have I was having a good day, I thought. And then I get a knock at the door. And I look at the camera and I see a police officer. I'm like, oh great. What's the new shenanigans? What's the shenanigans today? So CPS was back here again today, but because of the accusations that were said, which was that my daughter, they said a year ago, there was a screenshot that went through the YouTube streets about my daughter sneaking out and giving a blowjob to a 21-year-old man. It's a story that they told DCS. If you guys remember the incident that was talked about when back in Jenna days, when my daughter was talking to Jenna's daughter and told Jenna's daughter that she had snuck out to meet and met up with a 15-year-old and she didn't know how she was going to tell me or whatever, and she was scared, blah, blah, blah. That's the incident they're using. That was like almost 2 years ago. And um and the kid was definitely not 21. So yeah, it's my daughter was crying. It upsets her more than it does anybody, you know. You guys remember that? Yeah, that's the incident that they tried to say recycled information, except this time, they just kind of changed around some things to make it worse, so that police would have to come and you know because if you're saying a crime happened, you know um, the police have to come out for that. The only thing I know, n- no, it wasn't Jenna. Only thing I know is that Benny was threatening to call CPS last week, and according to CPS, that's when the call came in, was last week. So that's all I know. I was just more irritated that it like ruined my day, because that actually took like 2 hours. Like they were here forever. Usually it's like in and out, but this time is forever because of the 21-year-old thing. They said here in Indiana, because of the laws that they have, she said first she named that everybody is considered because of Indiana laws, and that everybody is considered a mandated reporter, that we can call because of the mandated reporting laws, that anybody can call in anonymously if they see, you know, abuse or neglect. That way, because sometimes people are afraid to call stuff in because it's their own family member or something, or a friend or somebody but they're concerned, truly concerned, That's what it's supposed to be for. Real concerns. Hey, Jerry. Yeah, what was Candace Wells' job? I did hear her say something about getting a job. Um, Caitlin's okay. She's just, they, she's more afraid that they're going to take her dog or something for some reason. I know. I know, and I told Benny not to play games with me because he's really playing Russian roulette with his freaking freedom. I don't know what the hell is wrong with him, but he needs to chill out. I don't know if it was him, but the thing is, when you yell out that you're going to call CPS and you threaten to, and then it happens, um, you kind of get blamed for it. So you just need to chill out, Benny. You have a lot on your plate, and you don't need it anymore right now. Oh, she won't tell? Candace won't tell where her job is? My girlfriend works for CPS, and she goes around all day to 95% are revenge calls. She tells me she usually knows when it's revenge calls, though, but still has to waste resources and check. Yeah, for certain calls. Don said he let the Subaru parked on the bottom of, oh my gosh, this pup has to be in my lap. He won't sit beside me. Right, Candace. I see. The thing is like, there's nothing that can be really done about it. And, on one hand, I don't care because, like, there's nothing, you don't get your children taken away just for somebody calling and putting in false reports or um, silly stuff. The thing is, they're not going to ever catch me slipping because I don't fucking do that shit. I don't do stupid stuff. I've been long out of the game for a while now. I don't mess around, guys. I don't hang out with anybody. I'm a loner. I don't have friends. I don't talk to anybody. I do what I'm supposed to do. I don't use drugs. And I don't, break the law. Usually people who break the law are using drugs. A lot of times. Aww. Hey, Mama Bear. It's supposed to be against the law for false reporting, but evidently nothing happens to those people who do it. Could work for Stitch Fix under thug attire orders. Yeah, I know. They need to come up with something different to try to harass me besides something that's going to affect my daughter the most. I'm not going to avoid them or anything. I'm just going to hopefully, deal with it and it just be over with until they call again. You know what I mean? Which he told me, he said that they'd get tons of reports, but he said they were throwing them out because he could tell that they were BS. But certain reports, like, they can't ignore. Right? She did sound a little bit trashed a lot of bit trashed. Hey, Stephanie. It's okay, Bootsy. I mean, hey, Daily. She was fine, and then 30 minutes later, she was drunk. Wow. So, yeah. I mean, using my daughter, saying that my daughter gave a blowjob to a 21-year-old man. Hey, Vanessa, Victoria. Who was the other person? Oh, D Lucky. Hey. These little lives call themselves child advocates, but they do stuff like this. Yeah. Yeah, here's a picture of it earlier of my daughter. You can't see her because only the back of her. That's why I'm showing it. But here's a picture of it earlier. I showed everybody when from my camera. And so there's the officer, and the lady that works for CPS. You know. Oh, really? They could hear Candace pouring a drink. Yeah, this happened earlier, guys, when I was on Emperor Siggy. And I came back, which was really funny because, the trolls, like, oh, you know, literally, I came back and it went up to, because we were over on Empress Siggy just doing card readings. And I was at like 35 when I left, and I came back because I just put it on hold. I muted, and there was 80 in chat, just like couldn't wait to hear the horrible news. I know. No, Betty, no, I didn't get to see any type of anything, like who it was or anything. They called anonymously. So, I mean, oh, that's cool. Was it Oh, no, it wasn't Daisy. This one couldn't have been, no, it couldn't have been Daisy because the person who called, it would have to be somebody who's been around for a while because um, the story that they used um, to kind of twist the story and change things was a story from almost 2 years ago when Jenna used to come up on panel, like when we had our falling out. That's like how far back it is. They took that story and just changed it and said that my daughter snuck out to give a 21-year-old a blowjob. So decided to say 21-year-old and, throwing this. Oh, I wouldn't think it's Ziggy Valero at all. I just don't feel like Ziggy Valero would know heard of that story. Right. Hey, Quinny. So I do have a little bit of news from Hawkins County due to what Fred told me. Probably hasn't even hit the news yet. I don't know. I would have talked about it earlier, but let me pull up what he said. Okay, so he says 7 women who were on the lockdown side overdosed on heroin last night. 7 women on lockdown side overdosed on heroin last night in Hawkins County Jail. I know, Betty. I know, and she messaged me again and it's like had to tell me how much she hated me again. Yep. So that's from a message from Fred. He said 7 women on lockdown side overdosed on heroin last night. I wonder if they passed away. I need to ask them that. I need to ask them if any of them passed away. Passed away who overdosed. What, honeys? What, baby? I'm asking them. Hopefully, we'll get a response before the end of my live. Yeah, 7. So that I got that message. That was like at the beginning of everything, like when that I was dealing with CPS coming to the door. And is there a guard drugging them? I don't know. Who knows? Hawkins County needs to get their stuff together, though. They can't even. I mean, what are they using? Oh my God, Caitlin. They need to get their stuff together because we got, for some reason, the audio came back partially blank when Fred Hill wore a wire on Dawn. Then one of the informants, or the one informant, okay, so one of the sales that the informant did, somehow the video and audio were wiped, so they don't have any evidence on that sale as far as video or audio. Because how does this keep happening? Now we have, then we have Fred who, oh my God. Thank you. Aww. It says anonymous, but I know who you are. Hold on, let me see. Let me read it. I'm going to pull up what that says. Somebody just sent a really nice PayPal. Very nice. Hold on. One second. I want to read the message that was on it. I can't only see the whole message if I pull it up on my laptop. He's so weird. Aww. They want me to say, that's really sweet. They want me to get Caitlin some stuff, but they want to stay anonymous. They want me to get her some clothes and stuff. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. Whoa. Hold on. I have to say thank you to that person, even though they're listening, I'm sure. Let's see. I got a shocking message from Fred too about that situation. So I'm just like shook all around right now. I'm just shook at the donation, and I'm shook at what I just heard from Fred, guys. This is serious. Wow. Okay. Hold on. Let me I have to say thank you to this person. Hold on. Caitlin. Okay, guys. So it's worse than what we were. Oh my gosh, you guys were right. Fentanyl. Oh my gosh, guys. Hawkins County is going to be in so much trouble. Hey, Norway. Guess what? Oh my God, how's this gonna happen? What the fuck? Sorry, this is shocking. 15 died. 15? Are you serious right now? 15 died and 4 overdosed? I said 15 died, and he said that's what I was told. He said fentanyl. So I guess that number, whoa. "15 died and 4 overdosed?" Can anybody find out it's true? I know there's a couple retired Hawkins County in here. Can you guys maybe find out if that's true? 15 died from a fentanyl? A heroin that was laced with fentanyl on the women's side. Oh, so you did see something on that? They turned chirps off all night and kept everyone locked down till this evening, is what he said. He said they just got their chirps back and everything, and everybody had to go on lockdown. There was a major overdose over at Hawkins County. From what I'm hearing, reports of people deceased, women from Hawkins County in the jail. Fred said he heard, of course, he's in the jail, so he's hearing it through rumors going around. But he told me 7 earlier overdosed. But I asked him just now because I was, dealing with CPS at the door. But anyways, I asked him if anybody passed away, and he said, now they're saying 15 died and 4 overdosed. And it had fentanyl in it. It was today at 11:38 a.m. They must have. They took his chirps as well, or just women's. How did the substance get in the jail? That's craziness. That is craziness. So thank you for sending me this. Whoa. Okay, so you got this off of where's that at? Is that where did you get those screenshots? Was that Instagram? Instagram. Let me see here. Was that Facebook? Justin? Scanner food. Okay, I have to scroll back. Oh my gosh, they post constantly on that scanner food. How am I supposed to ever get down to, let's see, how long ago? Thursday at 9:54. Let me see what you guys are saying because I can't see the chat. Hey, Mimi. Full moon tonight. Okay, thank you, Justin. Wow. This is craziness. At Hawkins County Chain Gang. Oh, wow. I have received word from inside the jail that the airlift is from an overdose. Allegedly, the overdose is from someone entering into the facility with drugs on their person. One IATE. I don't know what that's. One was airlifted out, and allegedly 6 more are in ICU and may not recover. Again, this is only alleged information. Another relayed story is the same, but this number is 15 inmates have died due to an overdose. One version is from an inmate, and one version is from a medical personnel who was involved at the scene. Our prayers go up to the families and inmates. I myself have a daughter incarcerated at Hawkins County Jail. I have called and was told that my daughter is okay. All entries for visits have been stopped, and the chirp cell phones that the inmates have are disabled at this time. I haven't heard if the incident was on the men's or women's side of the jail. It was a women's. You heard it here first. I will update you on the details when I receive them. God bless and keep the inmates. They are all someone's baby, mom or dad, brother, sister, and loved very much. So keep your comments kind and keep all who are involved in your prayers. Another confirmed witness who is a first responder told HCCG friends that the trauma or EMS were dispatched to the facility 3 different times to administer Narcan to inmates. Narcan is a drug that is given to OD victims. Update: there are still confirmed stories from the jail. As far as I can tell, the chirps are still disabled, and no word of this situation or the incidents mentioned above are confirmed by the jail or the local media. There are only stories by inmates and witnesses. I haven't received nor could I find any info on the situation. As far as I can tell, the chirps are still disabled. And the statements from witnesses still stand firm that this is a real situation inside the jail over the last 24 hours. If and when I find any more word on anything to do with this alleged incident, I will have a new post uploaded. I will try my best to tag you. Wow. That's crazy. That is some craziness. Is that the only... anymore? Here we go. I apologize for saying in the comments that this jail would notify you if your inmate had overdosed as part of this incident. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. As of September 29, 2023, I apologize for saying in the comments that this jail would notify you of your inmate had overdosed as part of this incident. I have now received info that my daughter was one of the inmates who has flatlined at the Hawkins County Jail due to an overdose of heroin brought into the facility. What? Holy shit! Holy shit! Oh my God! They blocked everyone's chirp, according to Fred. Some girl came in with a package. Oh my God, that is so crazy. Fred just said they blocked everyone's chirps and that a girl came in with a package. Wow, they told this guy his daughter was okay when she really wasn't. That is so fucked up, dude. What the hell? Oh man. So once again, as of September 29, 2023, he says, I apologize for saying in the comments that this jail would notify you of your inmate if they had overdosed as part of this incident. I have now received info that my daughter was one of the inmates who flatlined at the Hawkins County Jail due to an overdose of heroin brought into this facility. I've called the jail and they will not even give me info as to if she went out to hospital, any detail, or even admit outright that she flatlined. I told them that I received texts out of their jail from inmates telling me that my daughter died in the back of that jail, and still all they say is everyone is fine now. If you have a loved one, calling is all we can do. They did tell me that all the inmates are fine now. Now, what happened to them? They can't tell me, so I'm sorry for thinking that the jail would notify the emergency contact active on the inmate's file, especially if the loved one died in their custody. It is believed in her case that she was administered Narcan and was brought back. 2 more females I know were among the OD victims. They are the only ones that I have right now, but those 2 are also okay now. The deputy stated that the inmates are fine now. I have emailed the newspapers and told the editors what is happening, so if the jail and the sheriff won't tell the mothers, then they can explain it to the press, all of it. Yeah, well, that's if the press will even put it out, because the newspapers they seem to work for Ronnie Lawson instead of for the public, you know. A reporter for both the Rogersville Review and Kingsport Press told my family member that he has talked to Sheriff Ronnie Lawson, and the sheriff stated that everyone involved is locked down and isn't allowed to phone any calls or visits for a while. That they are investigating the persons involved in the contraband being brought into the jail, and that both inside and outside the facility were under investigation at this time. No inmates have overdosed, and no inmates have died. No inmates were airlifted from the facility, and no inmates were sent to hospital. This is all only what myself or my family have been told by inmates or this reporter. There was a helicopter airlift from the jail. See it for yourself. They did call a male inmate code blue last night. Wow, a male inmate. Statement redacted means the location was stated and then taken back and hidden for safety reasons, is what they claim. God bless all of you, and I pray that your family and friends are okay. I also have the name of the inmate responsible for packaging the drug into a place filled with drug addicts that have been clean for months, some of them years, but I can't post it here. I received word from inside the jail that the airlift is from an overdose. Okay, so that's the one we've already read. Hasn't made it back from the hospital. Wow. So, wow. Okay. I That's way more shocking than I was expecting. Right? I'll go with you, Justin. How is so Sheriff Ronnie Lawson tried to say that no inmates were airlifted? Actually, let's see what this is right here. Hawkins County reports of an incident at the correction center. Helicopter alerted. This was at 3 p.m. Eastern time yesterday. Unverified reports that it possibly involves hazmat. Details as possible. And then somebody, Chase Lovell, whatever his name is, 5 females overdosed on fentanyl is what I heard. Wow. That's okay. Let's go back here. Um, Tri-Cities, Virginia, Tennessee, male inmate Code Blue at area correctional facility. Location redacted for security reasons. Let's see. I need to like this page because this is definitely so this guy accused of beating girlfriend repeatedly with an oar. Rogersville man who led the Rogersville Police Department on a high-speed chase from Rogersville to Sneedville Tuesday morning was apprehended after he slid in wet grass and accidentally laid the bike down. Michael Brady Lynn Edson was charged with felony evading arrest, no insurance, registration violation, speeding, no driver's license. Well, yeah, he looks like a winner. I apologize for saying. Okay, so this one. That's the same one I just read. Wow. How crazy. Hawkins County, Tennessee jails send things. There are strict procedures for everything related to sending things to an inmate in a county medium facility. This includes sending money for commissary packages, sending mail like letters with photos, magazine subscriptions, buying phone time, postcards and greeting cards, and even distance learning courses. Get your degree, you've got a lot of extra time. You also need to know about visitation. What are the hours and rules? Okay. Wow, guys, that is insane. Wow, I bet Ronnie Lawson's freaking like shitting his pants. Yeah, what's that website? I forget the website. I forget the website though for helicopters. 24. It's oh, there it is. Um um Let's see if I can figure it out, because last time I just I don't know how to freaking do it, to be honest. I just copied the link from the guy last time who did it. I don't know how to oh, I guess I could do, hold on. Never mind. I think I found it. Um I don't know how to look back though to a different time. There's Blues Gap. I mean, here, I'll show you what I'm looking at, but I don't think that, I don't know how to go back. See, here's Sulphur Springs, Churchill, Mount Carmel. There's Rogersville right here. Huh. I'm not sure how to go back in time. I'm sure I can figure it out if I had time, but I don't really have time to figure it out right here. You know, there's no activity currently, you know. So yeah, guys, that's insane. He found out that his daughter was one that flatlined. Like, how the hell can you imagine what if he would have found out, like, if they would have told him his daughter was okay, and then later today, like, been like, no, I'm sorry, she's one of the ones that passed away. Sorry for your loss. What the hell, dude? What are they trying to do? Cover this shit up? What are they gonna do? Like, threaten the inmates to not say anything? I don't trust Lawson anyway. I get an uneasy feeling with his smirk and smart comments, like he's bothered when asked about Summer's case. Yeah, well, and he's not gonna want this out either, especially if there was any inmates that passed away. You know, like, um, that's craziness. I bet they told the inmates to deny it, keep quiet about it. But what about when they get out and tell it? I'd be like, pay up. Just kidding. Donna L, there was a overdose. I need to change the title of this live. There was an overdose at Hawkins County. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. There. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting it. I'm just I'm just shocked at how bad it was. See, that's how Fred is. Like, he always is like, sometimes when he tells me stuff, sometimes I don't think it's that big of a deal because he's so like, I don't know. He's so like, he doesn't have a reaction to anything. He's just like, kind of, just, he doesn't, he's quiet. He doesn't get loud. So, he talks about things like in the same tone and stuff. So, yeah, a lot of times I don't realize how big of a deal something is till later because of his. He might be. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to diagnose him, but there could be a reason for that. This dog, I'm going to have to just like, I'm going to have to shave his tail because his tail drives him nuts. He sits there and chases his tail. And the hair from his tail bogs him and he sits there and chases and chases and chases. That's what he's doing right now. Yeah, Fred's okay. Fred's the one that let me know. Gosh, if I would have gone live about it when I knew about it this morning, it would have been really breaking news. I wasn't up when he texted me that though. There's a guy on Facebook says he just pulled 150 days there. Says more drugs in there than on the street if you got the money. Huh. I hate to say it, but in college for my bachelor's in criminal justice, we learned that the majority of drugs get brought into jail by corrections officers. There may not be the case. Yeah, exactly. Corrections officers are, just people like anybody else. And people think, oh, well, they automatically think it doesn't take much at all to become a corrections officer. Like, it's pretty easy to become a corrections officer. People think if you're a corrections officer, you go through some kind of training like police or something. No. So, and still, we know police are shady anyway. Some police are shady, just like any group of people. And the officers and corrections officers and law enforcement and the courts. People think of drug addicts like, criminals that are in jail, like, Fred Hill or something. But there's a lot of like corrections officers that they get bribed easily too. I mean, can you imagine how much money sometimes they might be offered to bring certain things in? You know what I mean? Like they're probably offered good money, and it might actually. And some of these they don't get paid very much. Hawkins County get paid. I think he said like they get like $11 or $12 an hour or something. Those COs. I don't know. We were watching the community meeting where Lawson was begging for freaking. He needs funding. He needs employees. He can't keep his employees because they're not getting paid enough. Really, he's been begging for help. So, in one hand, it's not his fault, not all his fault. Like he has been trying to get help, but me too. Oh, really? Life is beautiful. Didn't say basically anything to be a corrections officer. Like any other career group, there's always bad ones. Earwax consumption, right? Yeah, Michelle. Oh, Jesus. crazy. That is crazy. Gosh, why doesn't Fred, like, I don't know. He doesn't let me know when something's like a big. He just, so sometimes I just think like, oh, it's not that big a deal. I'll get, talk about it later, and to look up and see that possibly up to 15 people have either passed away. Dude, they better hope nobody passed away. But they better hope nobody passed away. I don't know what they're gonna fucking do, dude. Bye, Daily. Right, Nana for life? That's crazy, Candalee. But California's their cost of living is way higher. See, minimum wage here in Indiana is still like $7.75 or something. And people can't survive on that. You can't even survive on $15 an hour. Like, no. Yep. Bring in cell phones. Yeah, they'll offer big money, And it's not right at all, but like imagine how tempting it would be for a guard if, let's say, somebody says, I'll get you $1,000 if you get me a cell phone, um and if you're struggling and stuff, it would be tempting. But that's like it's a felony. Take care of my house and take care of my bills, and that's the only thing I say. Single parent. Yeah, uh, I just feel the less people in your life, the better. Um, that's why. Yeah, that's another thing. The main reason why I don't really want to date is I don't want to like. I don't know. So many weirdos out there. You have a miniature wiener dog, and she cries when her tail itches because she can't reach it. So I have to scratch it. Maybe. Oh, okay. I'll try that. Little dogs are needy. I'm learning that. Hey, Mystic. The other county, someone operated a drone delivery to the jail. Wow. And the payload was worth thousands, phones, drugs, etc. Damn. Yeah, these people get offered big money. I mean, like the stuff that I've seen people do here on YouTube. Oh yeah, like most of the creators here on YouTube would be doing it just because I have seen the type of people they are. It's, to me, it wouldn't be worth it no matter how much money, because for one, I have a daughter, and two, yeah, prison time doesn't sound very fun, or nor does a felony. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Oh. Will he start whining, Candace? Start crying and whining? Sorry, I was getting myself a drink. Yeah. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe the whoever said it above, whichever you ladies said that above about his tail itching, maybe his tail does itch. I'll have to see if that helps. If I give his tail a little scratching. Right? And some of them build kind of like a friendship or a little bit of, not like friendship because he can't really, they're not supposed to become buddies with them and stuff. You guys, I hung out with when I was on, I'm not gonna lie. So I did go to jail when I was in my early 20s because I got a DUI and I couldn't stay clean. And I kept failing my urine screens. So I was like my early 20s. I'm 42 now. But anyways, one of the times that I violated and was in jail for a while, I'm telling you guys, I have stories galore. Like I used to be really wild. Like definitely had enough fun in my 20s for a lifetime. So I think that's also part of the reason why I'm so laid back now. But yeah, one of the COs, a couple of the COs hit on me while I was in there. One of them came and hang out with like me and my friends, like when I got out. So they're just human like anybody else, especially men COs. Oh, Life is Beautiful. There's no 21-year-old though. They didn't get any screenshot or anything. There was no proof. It was just somebody's word. Yeah, kind of like Brandon Lawson. Surprise, surprise, Brandon Lawson's a freaking trustee with a radio, whatever that means. I guess that's something extra good. I don't know what it means, but that's just what Fred Hill says. A trustee with a radio. Oh, that's what Caitlin's for. No, see, Caitlin, I don't get it because like she does that on Athena all the time. Oh my god. Ew, 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 ew. She's really good with animals. Like she knows how to do all that stuff. Yeah, usually, well, we have regular dog shampoo. To the lady that just said that about the Dawn, it's not like what we use on the regular. You know what I mean? I would think it'd be really hard on their skin. Just knowing what Dawn, what it does to my skin, I can imagine on a pup, it probably could get irritated. Dingleberries. So, okay, it's 11:30. It's every couple hour thing with my dog. Some just has tail itches. Aww. Yeah, this one is definitely a diva. Like he should be the girl, and Athena, no, Athena's very girly too. Bandit's very girly. He's androgynous. And ambidextrous. No, he's an androgynous. He's a very beautiful man. Yeah, they do use the dish soap. They in commercials and stuff for like the birds and true, Candace. Wow, I was kind of thrown off by that. Finding out about that huge overdose. I mean, at the very least, it sounds like several overdosed, you know? So in Hawkins County Jail, those for that are just entering, it's shocking to hear that Ronnie Lawson was quoted saying, basically denying it. I mean, I don't know how anybody can have any trust in their law enforcement down there. I don't know. I don't. Maybe it's just that Ronnie Lawson knows like his time is coming to an end because what I hear is his last term or his last year or whatever. They need a whole revamp, but what's castor oil? I mean, I've heard of it. I don't know what it is. I don't think. I don't know if Ronnie even cares anymore about his freaking reputation. I mean, after the ballsy shit he did with his son, you know, I'm still pissed about that when I think of that. And I was on a freaking mission before Jim passed away. I was on a mission, like finding out. I was talking to people from very close to Ronnie Lawson, very, very, very close, and they were people, you know, telling me their issues with Ronnie Lawson and the shady stuff that they knew what was going on. So, and then Jim passed away. You know, I was really looking into the Buren Church and stuff, and yeah, that Jim passed away. But now when I think about it and stuff, it just like really pisses me off when I think about the treatment that Brandon got and how they were able to keep that out of the public view, you know, and it's bullshit. It's supposed to be transparent for a reason. That's like how our system's supposed to work. That's the whole point. So shit like this does not happen. So shady shit like he pulled with his son does not happen. He totally circumvented the system. He's going to get away with it too. That's what pisses me off even more. Because he's almost out of office. Everybody, that kind of just got swept under the rug and nobody talks about it anymore. You know, and one second. All right. Yep. It's not right, because if anybody else would have had those charges and been in that same predicament, and then they decided to, how they, even played it down, like, decided to round down on the number of instances. And they had a little meeting beforehand on how many they were going to say, how many instances there really was that Brandon Lawson slept with his, they had to say 14. Remember that too? No, it was younger. She was younger than 14 when it started. We're talking like 12. It was only 14, put 14. It was said 14 in the paperwork, because had it said 13, his ass would have been in a lot more trouble. So yeah, he gets a little agreement to, we're just going to say it happened this amount of times, okay? We'll just agree on that number. I'm sure a lot of people don't remember much about that situation, and that's what they're hoping for. That's exactly what they were hoping for. Is exactly what happened. Is something else happens, or we get distracted with something, Summer Wells, or let's see, what's the lineup for tonight? Anybody set to go live? Let's see. I don't think so. I don't see anything really right now. Oh, I know. They didn't even remember, they turned off the comments of the article about, the one little article that they put out about Brandon Lawson in the Rogersville Review that Jeff Bobo did, that he conveniently turned off the comments for Ronnie Lawson, because at Ronnie Lawson's request, nobody else would be awarded that type of favoritism. You know, like that's why the kid is the way he is. I say kid, and I know he's in his early 30s, but whatever. That's he acts like he he has a lot of issues that have been swept under the rug. I've heard over the years. He's been in trouble with drugs. It's been swept under the rug. You know, he's always been covered for, from what I've heard through the grapevine of locals there who know the happenings and the going ons and know Ronnie Lawson and stuff that, well, Brandon's been in trouble for many years, his whole life, and always addicted or getting into trouble, and it always happened to be fixed or swept under the rug. No, he said he did that. Don said that he left the Subaru parked on the bottom property by the shed 6:15. Is that what he's really saying? How did he get up to the house then? That's a long walk. That's a long walk from that bottom property all the way to up on the hill. Oh, I'm sure he was just out there searching, right? That's why he wanted to go search for Summer. Sure. Sure, Donald. Donald Wesley. Remember his fake alibi? John, what was it? John Miller? You remember that? He had all these alibis that he's been arrested under too. Yeah, I don't remember anything about parking at the shed. Oh, is somebody leaving me a message? Hold on. Maybe I'm not seeing everything because I'm on Restream. Oh, thank you, Mystic Angel. I didn't see that on the Restream. That was so nice. Thank you. Okay, now I can see how I can use on my check on my phone to see if anybody donated. That way I don't miss anybody. Thank you so much. That was really nice. Yeah, I never heard that till tonight. Well, I guess it is like common for Don's story to kind of like change, or he's, I mean, it's hard keeping straight a lot of these lies, you know, guys. Like, can you imagine when you're honest, you don't have to worry about like keeping time straight or anything like where you parked straight. You just remember because it's just what happened. But see, when you're a liar like Donald, you're gonna mix up little little details. And you're going to say things like 6:30 or 5:30, or yeah, you're going to say, oh, I parked down. Just, he said, I mean, there's so many instances of that type of thing happening. I mean, we've seen it in all of them. Even with Grandis, her lying about being at the swimming hole. We pretty much can say that whole thing about Grandis being at the swimming hole was a freaking lie. We don't have proof, but we pretty much, I mean, are as sure as you can get without proof, in my opinion. Oh, is it true that somebody said, or is it true that that one psychic lady really said that Cher was going to pay me to come and beat her ass? Oh my God. This lady's delusional. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to risk my freedom and, risk everything I have to come beat your ass. Which I'd probably get my ass beat, so. Because I'm a lover and not a fighter. Hey, Sassafras. I know, right? Sec 2, or I don't know. Section 2, number 1. You need to sleep so much more. Oh, I don't either. Stephanie, but I mean, she's. Oh my gosh, don't you guys hate paper cuts? Oh, those things are freaking. Oh, this. I hate them. Hate it. Right? Yeah, like I'm really going to go to Canada. That makes 0 sense. Cher's already in Canada. Why wouldn't she do it herself? Or, I don't know, get somebody up there. Yeah, like I'm traveling. First of all, I would have to get my passport again. I lost it. Accidentally left it at the freaking U-Haul place when I rented a U-Haul. When Jim passed away, I was so, not in my right mind. So that would take some time. So, and to get that, we're talking weeks to months. It's people, they come up with some doozies, right? I live in Canada. What do you need to Mystic Angel? Oh my God. Oh gosh, we don't say that because then we'll have then that'd be the next rumor. Hate freaking paper cuts. I'm gonna have to get a freaking Band-Aid for it because I can't stand it. Like I have to have pressure on it. It's so annoying. Where'd you go, Justin? Uh, anybody else agree that paper cuts are the freaking worst? I don't know, Sassafras. But I don't know what BK and Tiffany were saying today or who they were like adding to this like trafficking ring that they built in their fantasy world. Um, okay. Hey.
Oh shit! Hold on a minute.
Okay, it's fine. But yeah, I don't know who they were going after today, but like Tiffany and Benny are very much burying themselves. Nobody needs to do anything. I mean, they have like gone way out there. So
All right. Sorry.
what's up?
Nada. What are you doing?
Oh, we're just
Oh,
talking about whatever.
I'm so not used to Restream.
I know. I hate it.
Well, I had it. I had it for when I was doing Kick. So that's the other thing.
Yeah.
I could stream through Kick and YouTube at the same time. But um, now I use Melon most of the time.
Oh. Huh. Is that like that's like a StreamYard or something?
Yeah,
I've never tried it.
it's got like it makes you it's more clear
Oh, okay.
and like the pixels, and it's less expensive than StreamYard.
Huh. Yeah, StreamYard is pretty expensive, but it's like really easy to use. Restream is crappy, but like you can use
Uh,
it for free.
you got more options with Melon. I think it's by Stream Labs, maybe. Like
Uh huh.
it's got a built-in soundboard and everything underneath there.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And a couple times a year, you can get it for like the premium package for like $15 for a lifetime a month.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty cheap. StreamYard's
Hey, Mystic, it's
wait, I
50
think
bucks a month.
you pay 50 for I thought it was 25. You must pay for a bigger pack.
I
Bigger
pay
pack.
for the premium. Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
Shut up,
I'm
you
so
sicko.
immature. Okay.
Lord,
Well, we
what are
know
we
it's
gonna
your
do with you? What's that?
favorite, so we know it's your fave.
Yeah, premium.
So who's going live tonight? Anybody else?
Nobody, absolutely no one. I'm exhausted.
So Prayer Garden's not going live.
It's the Sabbath, isn't
Uh,
it?
um. Well, it's Friday night.
Isn't it Friday night until Saturday at dark
Oh, is that?
is the Sabbath. Yeah.
Oh, and that's when Prayer Garden. Does she really? Is that really her Sabbath?
Yeah. Seriously.
Oh my god! Wow. Okay, I didn't know that.
Mhm.
Um. No spritzer. Justin, you sound tired.
I
Yeah.
am.
Right.
I've been tired since 1976, though, so it's nothing new.
76.
Yeah. It
You weren't
just,
born in.
I know. Did y'all watch Sharon Dawn's? I watched some of it. But I didn't get to watch all of it. I'm going to watch the rest in a little bit. Um, I heard he was kind of lying a lot tonight. Someone said in a couple chats, but I don't know. I didn't get to that part.
I mean, I could play it, I guess. I don't know. She'd probably strike me.
Yeah.
Um,
It just was on a little bit ago, so
Gosh,
I'd
my
let
ears come off. He said his mom stepped on his neck. Who are you talking about? Stepped on his
me, I made a joke. Uh,
PTSD. What were you gonna say? Hey there. Oh, he's. It looks like he's stuck. Hey, Selena. Hold on, guys. 1 second. Yeah, 1 second. Hold on, guys.
good.
I'm taking two. Hey, yeah, it is a full moon. A lot of confusion and illusion, and let's see. Okay, there's J Dog.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Uh, what were we talking about? I don't remember. Yeah, I saw something in chat. Andrew's brother, I think it was his brother, said some crazy things about H.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. I did hear that where he was saying that he thinks that H was a little too rough with Summer.
Yeah. I think Grandis was still in the hospital
Mm,
and it was just Candace, H, and Summer.
yeah.
And
Wow.
I've heard that. I think there's two people lying about where they were that day, and it is Dawn and Grandis.
So you think that so are you thinking that that could is that your like top theory right now, you think?
Mm,
It's
I
so
don't
hard
know.
to choose.
I
There's
think
you like there's go ahead.
my two top theories is Dawn did something, um, or there was some type of accident, either at the watering hole, something happened. Uh, she, we do know that she went underwater. That is the most likely uh, incident that we know of that day that could have happened. That an accident could have happened. Like, and because Hunter said she did go underwater, and it was enough for him to go out there to check on her, but
Right.
are they not telling at all?
Yeah, it is weird how he did mention that after Chris McDonough asked him if, she because he didn't say that until after Chris McDonough asked if she went underwater at all,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Somebody's
Love you
asked
too,
me
Shannon.
to play it, but I'm trying to think like I mean I might be able to find it, but I don't want to spend all kinds of time trying to find it. I mean I could
What?
probably find the Chris McDonough interview easily. Oh, I guess the part where I guess it would be when H was talking about Summer going underwater. Is that what you're talking about, guys? Is that
Yeah.
what you were, or was
Yeah,
it
that's what
when
it is.
she? Um, let's see.
But I also wonder, CPS was there the 14th, Summer goes missing the 15th, Dudley gets fired the 14th. I
Mm-hmm.
think, and that makes me kind of think it was pre planned because uh, Dawn may have fired Dudley because, it would have screwed up his alibi.
Oh, good thinking.
Yeah, it would have
I've
screwed
never
up Don's
thought of that.
alibi. Yeah, it would have screwed up Don's alibi. So Don
Because then Dudley would
had,
know that he wasn't at work or something.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Yeah, there is just too many weird things that point to it being planned, and it's just hard to ignore. And with Suzanne Morphew being found recently, and the Crystal Rogers' husband being arrested,
Mm-hmm.
it just gives me hope that
Mm-hmm.
there will be some movement in Summer's case too. That's the first thing I always think of when there's something like that happens with a case. I automatically think of Summer. Just like with, I know it's bad, but when I thought
No, I did
with
too.
Few was found, like it's like to me at first, my first thought was like, oh, well, maybe they'll find Summer.
Yeah,
Can you imagine that we would be like think this like community would be on? Oh my god! If Summer was found,
I look forward to that day. Oh my God. I feel like I can move forward because we're all so invested in this case. It's just,
I would go to if it went to trial. If Don and Candace were on trial, I would
oh,
go there.
I'll move to Hawkins County. What trial? I swear to God I will. I'm not even joking you.
Yeah.
It's only what, less than 2 hours away from me.
Yeah, you could still even be around your family and go back and forth. 2 hours
Oh God,
isn't
I'll
that
buy a house in freaking Hawkins County for trial. I'll rent an Airbnb,
Airbnb. Yeah,
homeschool for a month,
yeah,
something.
yeah. I would be super interested to go to that trial and sit there and watch Don and or Candace or whoever
It doesn't
allegedly.
matter. It doesn't matter. Whoever did this to Summer, I will be at court.
Yeah, I will too. If that is an option, I'll be there.
Oh,
Um,
if I can't get inside, I'll be outside.
yeah. Well, hopefully inside, you can get in there,
Mhm.
but I don't know. I guess first we have to. Who knows? Tomorrow we could wake up and we have news that somebody's been arrested or something, or Summer's been found. We moved to a new house 3 weeks before Summer disappeared, and I still have boxes. I spend my. We're
Yeah,
just talking about the swimming hole and what Hunter said. I don't know. Let's see. What part were they wanting me to play? When Hunter said she went underwater. It's going to be
yeah.
in this video, but it's hard to say where at. Didn't this lady pass away?
No, that's Grand Bun.
Yeah, didn't Grand Bun pass away? I thought she
No,
passed away.
Leslie did.
I heard that. I thought Grand Bun did too. Anybody else hear that?
Nana, I'll stay with you. I'll stay with Nana.
All right.
Summer was under the water.
Talking to her mom,
And what was the grandma doing?
talking back,
Oh, so we
looking
went right to the spot here.
for flowers.
Okay, I'll rewind it here a second.
It was a short period of time
Right.
before they dropped me off that she said that she was missing.
Got it, straight up. So, in that moment where she's in the water, how much time do you think, just a guesstimate, between the moment you saw her underwater and the moment you got her up out of the water?
At least like 4 seconds.
Okay, 4 or 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So, what was Candace doing when Summer was under the water?
I really need where he first brings it up, or how it was brought up, because
No.
Just
Not in
back
that
it up a
way.
little bit.
She has a husband.
Okay, but in that way, does she like you?
No.
Did you get that vibe at all?
Nah, she just treated me like her adopted son. If I
Okay.
can say that.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. And from there, where's Grandma at this point?
She was still in the car because she had a call to get her phone turned on.
Okay, whose phone is she using?
She's using her phone.
Okay, but it's turned off.
No, her phone's not turned off. I
Oh.
was saying, like, it's not turned all the way off. Like, there's, like, no minutes to it.
Got it. So she's got one of the, like, burner phones,
Nah,
load
she has a
minutes to
straight
it?
talk. She has a straight talk phone.
Oh!
Raymond has a free phone.
There you go. There you go.
I mean, it's still a government phone.
There you go. Okay, straight up. So she's in the car. You're with Candace. Summer's in the water. Walk me through that. What do you see happening?
See it happening? I just see her swimming like usual.
How far out is she?
Okay, so you got that TikTok on your phone or something? Because I want to like show them precisely like
Okay.
the exact how far she goes.
Okay. And who took this TikTok?
Her mother.
Candace.
I mean, you might see me throw up a gang sign, but
Did you take a TikTok?
I'll do TikToks.
Okay. Did you do pictures? You do Instagram, Twitter?
I mean, I do pictures with my girl, but that's it.
Right. Did you do a picture with her, with Summer that day?
Nah, she was just taking a video.
Candace was.
Yeah.
Okay.
She took a whole video of all of us over there.
Okay. Who's all of us?
Me, her mom, and Summer.
Got it. So Mom gets out of the car at some point?
Yeah, at some point, I don't even know what point that is.
Okay, that's cool.
She just gets out the car when she's done with the phone, and then they tell me about that water park.
Okay, so you see a point where Summer is underwater.
For like 10 to 15 seconds.
Okay, walk me through that.
And so I'll go in calm as heck because I know she might just be messing around.
Did you
like
think
usually
she
does.
was injured?
No,
Could she have been?
She could have been. I mean,
Help me understand that.
I mean, she could have been when she got back into the car, like how the water gets through your lungs.
Stop right there.
And everything else.
Okay.
And
Stop
how
right
she was
there.
in the hot car while they went to the store.
Stop right there.
Okay.
sorry, I had to change screens.
He said she could have been when she got back in the car. That's an interesting statement.
Yeah. Yeah.
She could have been when she got back in the car. That's interesting that he says that, because did something happen in the car? She's got a very weird outfit on to go from swimming to getting back in the car to sitting in a turned off vehicle in the middle of June in the Tennessee sun.
Yeah. I know it does sound really suspect right here.
And for someone, Candace's words, that doesn't like air conditioner, meaning summer, and someone who stays cold, meaning summer, why was she sleeping on milk jugs? Because that's
Right.
like a big ice pack.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I know. There's a lot of things like that that just do not make sense with this case. And when there's smoke, there's fire. There's definite fire. Some weird stuff, suspect things. People wanted me to play that part back a little, again.
The windows rolled, yeah, the windows may have been rolled down, but still, I mean, you can overheat very quickly with the jackety thing that she has on. You know,
Exactly.
and
Exactly. How is she gonna? Okay, so she puts her in long sleeve clothes and longer a tracksuit or whatever it was, because she was cold, right? But then you make a good point. then why is she leaning up against milk if she's cold? It doesn't. It doesn't really make sense. All right, here I'll try to replay this.
Candace was.
Yeah.
Okay.
She took a whole video of all of us over there.
Okay. Who's all of us?
Me, her mom, and someone.
Got it. So mom gets out of the car at some point?
Yeah, at some point. I don't even know what point that is.
Okay, that's cool.
She just gets out the car when she's done with the phone, and then they tell me about that water park.
Okay, so you see a point where Summer is underwater.
For like 10 to 15 seconds.
Okay, walk me through that.
And so I'll go in calm as heck because I know she might just be messing around.
Did you think she was injured?
No,
Could she have been?
She could have been. I mean,
Help me understand that.
I mean, she could have been when she got back into the car, like how the water gets through your lungs and everything else.
Okay.
And how she was in the hot car while they went to the stores and everything.
Okay, so let's go from the moment.
Who was the other person that mentioned something about secondhand drowning, or second, whatever it's called? I think not Allie, Sherry mentioned that was her theory. I believe it. So I'm wondering if there's something to that.
So, what did he just say? He said the hot car and everything. So he's acknowledging that, they was in there a while, and the hot car. Another thing is, they said they were going swimming all that day, that evening, or that afternoon, right? Well, that never happened, and it seemed like it was not going to happen that day because, they didn't get back home till about 3 o'clock. So you tell me when they was going to have time to swim. You're not going to go to a water park at 5 o'clock, 4 or 5 o'clock, especially after. So, to me, it's a very odd thing to take a child, your child, and another child who is significantly older to a watering hole for 15 to 20 minutes. Who does that?
Yeah.
So to me, you have to get it like, I've never heard of anyone doing something like that.
Yeah, that seems like a big hassle for only 15 minutes.
Okay, you have kids. I have kids. Most people in here has kids. When they were that little, can you imagine trying to get them out in 15 minutes?
Right. Yeah, that would be more like, yeah, why would you put yourself through that? Because the amount of crap stress you'd have to deal with trying to get the kids to leave, and they're crying and not wanting to leave.
Right, and you got to change them and get and all of that, and it's
yeah.
It is a lake, Nana, but they call it the water. It's just nicknamed the water, the horse pond, because it's just a little.
Then there was that rumor. You remember the rumors of Summer having some kind of bag packed before, or suitcase packed before she went missing?
No, I've never heard that.
You never heard that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Marlena Crawford who said that to Lips, that there was something about a suitcase, or who said that? Still, I wonder what was up with that water park thing. Like, what's the whole reason why what's the whole reason they back out on that thing? I forget.
You see her, and what did you do?
I just throw my shirt down and just run myself into that water to see if she's okay.
Okay, so you got scared.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, walk me through those emotions.
I was just like, I don't really get scared or nothing, to be honest. I just get a little bit spooked.
Got it.
Spooked,
okay.
Like how do I put that? Like spooked. Like I get a little bit shook for a second.
Right.
That's it.
Okay. So you got nervous.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
And did you call her?
Yeah, I was like somewhere, but I don't know if you can hear underwater like that.
So can you see her underwater?
No, yeah, you could see her. I could see her. It's just that I was wanting to make sure that she was okay.
Got it.
Hold
Straight
on,
up.
Mama
And what
Rose.
happened?
Yeah, I just
Yeah, see, Mama Rose. Dry drowning is not out. I mean, just because they saw her afterward, just because she made it to the house, uh, dry drowning happens minutes to several hours afterwards.
Yeah.
Um,
Isn't that
so,
weird that Hunter would know something about dry drowning? Or do you think?
uh, I mean, Allie or one of them could have brought it up as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I just don't see a 14-year-old kid like really knowing much about dry drowning because it's such a rare thing. I
They
don't.
did go to the water park 2 weeks later. Dawn was on panel from there. They was at a water park 2 weeks after Summer went missing. I mean, that makes me want to run my head through a wall thinking about that.
Wow, was that true?
If that is true, that makes me just want to run my head through a
Now,
wall.
I know that they were trying to take the kids to like putt putt and stuff. I think that was a very like within
That was
days.
David Dotson.
Yeah, but as far as there
That
might have
wasn't the parents. Like, I understand church members or friends trying to keep the kids busy and active and their mind off of a very stressful situation while the parents is trying to do the stuff. I completely understand that, but I don't understand a mom and a dad, like, 2 weeks afterwards, when it took Candace 13 days, nearly 2 weeks, to get in front of a camera to begin with.
yeah, that was really sus. That was really sus. And then to hear, she didn't even wouldn't talk to police when the night that Summer went missing.
Hmm.
Like, what? That's really sounds suspicious. That's completely abnormal. What?
Yeah.
Why would a mom not? You would be wanting the help of the police. You'd be begging them to find your daughter, your child. You know what I mean? Like, what mom is going to be like hiding from the police? And
Hmm.
why? She was scared of something.
Now, if you believe the person at the horse stable, they said that one of the vehicles was there nearly all day. Um,
Yeah,
Don Don has also said that uh, he would also meet up with the kids and Candace, uh, doing, on their little adventures. Sometimes, like, he would ask them where they're at, and he would, kind of go there to, I guess, join them.
Mm-hmm. So, did you see this come on the screen? What if they picked Don up near his work so that his car would still be there? I've thought of that same thing about some kind of, just like Justin just said about that car being parked over there at
Hmm.
Warriors Path or whatever where they were swimming at. That is
Hmm.
really suspect to me, like extremely. I think they were saying it was the white truck that was parked out there, right?
Hmm.
I think
Well,
that's
Don said, I can't even remember, but he said we was on our way back to the house together, and then he goes, no, I was on my way back to the house together. I mean, I wasn't there. Do you
he
remember that?
he took the boys with him to work, and I don't understand why. Yeah, I mean, he's messed up like that several times.
And Fred said Don was seen going into the driveway that earlier that morning.
9 or 9:30 or something with the
Yes.
boys.
And Don took the kids to work. I personally don't think that the kids were there by themselves that day. Because remember, in the very beginning, the first week or two, we couldn't really get a clear answer on was the boys at work, because we heard the boys went to work with them, and then we heard the boys was there by themselves.
Yeah. Which one do you think it is?
I don't think Don was at work earlier that day. I think Don had the kids earlier that day. Uh, did he, you know,
Stopping to
I,
work at some point?
he had to stop. He was there at some point later on in the evening. Uh, but Jose, he told me, he said they would never leave their kids home alone.
Hmm. Really? Wonder why. I mean,
Well, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I just think that they were rambunctious boys, right? And they were
yeah,
country boys, and they were roughhouse with each other.
yeah.
And I think that they were scared.
They would have only been 12 and under at that time. So maybe the 12-year-old would be okay for like an hour or something, but there's the other two little ones, you know?
Well, from what I
Yeah,
understood, the oldest one was the
worse.
more the hyper, the
Yeah,
more one to get in trouble. Well,
yeah.
not no, t- not to get in trouble, but I don't know how to word it.
He's endured the most trauma. He's seen the most. He's the most affected. Yeah, he has a lot of anger issues or some or yeah, he's having consequences of Donna Candace's neglect and poor treatment of them. It's because of Donna and Candace of what the boys are going through and what
Hmm.
know, the trauma that they're having to recover from, the stuff that they've seen and witnessed and
Yeah.
also been victims of. So yeah, he's really, from what I hear, not.
Okay. Let me see if I can find this video. I might lose you. If I do, I'll come right back up. But I want you to play this because it really Don flips on these. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I hope I
Oh,
don't lose you.
oh, it's cool. You come back. If so, where were the boys the day Candace picked up Jose? What do you mean picked up Jose?
They brought Jose to the house. Candace,
Yeah,
they just
An-
brought him there.
Andrew did, right?
No, actually, I think Candace came and got him because he was. They rode up. I think Allie may have been with them, but they were in the car, and Jose thought, "Where the hell am I? How the hell are we getting up this driveway?" Because they had to do a big.
Oh my god, I can't imagine arriving at that property and being like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, here, don't. Has Jose been declared dead for real? We'll ask Justin when he gets back. He's looking for something. I could play that Allie bought food when Jose was there. I think it's possible that Candace left Summer there with the boys after they got back. She left out again and came home to what happened, then left again, taking Summer's little body with her. Oh. It is a dangerous area, but I kind of think if there was something like that happened, an accident with the boys or in summer, like I would think most accidents would have some kind of blood, and you would think it would be picked up by the dogs or something. I don't know, you would think, but at the same time, um who knows. We keep hearing about people being found close to home, right across the street in their backyard, you know, a year after they went missing. um, We don't know what Dawn could have said to them when they were having visitation. Remember, due to Dawn trying to speak about some of their lost visitation. Yeah. There is something about isolate. Oh, yeah, exactly. And I know, like, a lot of people are cool with Jody Sue now, and it's fine, but I think more so with her, she knows something. I think Andy got her into some bullshit. And she's in a bad he put her in a bad position. That's what I think. It's just allegedly. I more so look at Andy Bernard on Candace. Now Grandis. I didn't used to look at Grandis suspiciously at all. But I don't know. Gosh, I just don't know what to think with her. I just go back and forth. It's crazy because, I hear these theories, like this theory about the swimming hole, like that Justin's talking about. It sounds very plausible, but so does like a couple other things. I'll be so sure about some, that has to do with something to do with trafficking, or I'll be so sure on something for a long time and then it will change. So I think about that. That's gonna go to a plan type. Yeah, it does seem to, and that's another thing. Then that's the thing, like with the swimming theory or whatever. It does sound very plausible, but then I think of all the things that make it seem like it was planned. There's just too many weird things that happened before, before Summer went missing, that just seems strange. It really does feel like there was something planned. And so if it was planned, if we're going to believe, if there's these strange things happening that makes it seem like it was planned, then that means, it was not an accident cover-up. Unless, oh gosh. So if they got back, just Candace convinced them that she went inside. Oh, maybe. Usually get sick, vomiting, and they can go on for a good while before death. So always be aware if your child is sick after swimming, take them to the doctor immediately. Wonder what happened. Here, we'll keep playing this until Justin gets back.
Just pull her up, bring her over my shoulders. I say, "Are you okay?" She goes, "Yeah."
Did she spit up water or anything?
She did spit up water.
Was she laughing?
She was just laughing. Yeah.
Okay.
I was just saying because after the effect of that, because it was a short period of time before they dropped me off that she said that she was missing.
Got it. Straight up. So, in that moment where she's in the water, how much time do you think, just a guesstimate, between the moment you saw her underwater and the moment you got her up out of the water?
At least like 4 seconds.
Okay, 4 or 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So, what was Candace doing when Summer was under the water?
Talking to her mom.
And what was the grandma doing?
Talking back, looking for flowers.
What do you mean?
She always picks flowers everywhere she goes, or rocks.
So are they looking for flowers?
No, she was talking about there were flowers one day that she wanted, that they were there. I guess they go there every time now. I don't know.
Okay.
But them flowers, she said that they were very pretty flowers, and that she wished she could pick some of them.
Okay.
I guess that was what they was talking about before I went to go grab her.
Okay, but then you noticed Summer.
Yeah.
Were you concentrating on Summer?
Yeah, I
while
was
drinking the tea?
Yeah, I was staying focused on her mainly.
So you're kind of like the lifeguard.
Yeah.
Am I wrong, or I mean,
No,
correctly?
you're correct. You're correct.
Okay,
I pay attention. I might not see. I could be staring that way, but still see you.
got it. I do the same thing. Okay.
I just keep an eye on I observe things more often than people do.
You're street smart.
Yeah.
You're wise, because you never know, right?
That's why I've noticed that before you even told me.
I know. Somebody could walk up on you and boom. Next thing.
Are you there yet, Justin?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm.
You're still looking?
Yeah. Damn it. I don't remember. It's I played the video before on my live, and it's where Dawn slips. It's a small little channel. If anybody remembers that channel. Hold on. Let me just.
It could
Annoying
be
there.
maybe somebody. Is it all their like their mishaps, like their little mess ups, like?
Yeah, but it's something that nobody ever like catches. But this person, they really caught a few things.
Gosh, I don't know. I believe Candace called Hunter first and told him what really happened first. If she did, they're gonna find that kind of stuff. They're gonna find some kind of history of calls. I mean, they should have already if there is something like that. Hopefully. Was it 55555? I really doubt it was Christine.
No, it wasn't that.
He couldn't have been saying the story. He had to have been standing right in front of her. Wouldn't have been able to see her underwater. Oh, standing at the shore. To have been standing right in front of her. He wouldn't have been able. Why do you think that? Looking beyond, why do you think that he couldn't have been at the shore? It's just hard for me to believe that there was a water accident because there just seems to be so many arrows pointing towards planned. You know, with the whole 7 alibis and Starlink driving that vehicle that day. I don't know. There's more and more. We could think of tons more, I'm sure. Great. It's hard to get past the red for sale barrel and the coaching from behind the camera, even a cardboard piece on the ground in front of it like a stage. Candace walks Summer to the door 15 feet on a private property, but also plays on her phone while her child plays in a nasty water hole, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, if she would have just been honest from the start, like and not tried to play like some kind of helicopter mom, I don't know, maybe she'd be more believable. Was it on Nana's or Brooke's live? Somebody asked. Is it LTL?
No,
Oh, is it LTL? Don tells us he was home with Summer.
maybe that was it. That may be it. Yes, I think it's LTL. Who said that?
Somebody in the hold on. I think it was Lisa Quecknor. Here, I'll play this one.
I got a memory of a goldfish.
This channel did make some good videos.
Yeah.
Can you guys see it? Hold on. Let me. Okay. Does it look like the video?
Yep.
We can watch it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm not understanding what you're saying. Can you?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, just the time that you called her that day. About what time was that?
Like how far in between calls, between you and her having that call when she's picking up prescriptions to she's calling you saying Summer's missing? Do you know how long?
Yeah, I honestly can't say, but I remember. Only thing that I can remember, it was thinking, well, I might as well just work late because they're busy doing other things, and there's no point in me going home because I don't want to go home and sit there by myself. So I figured I'd just work late that day.
You go home by yourself.
Yeah, that's.
Can you pause that 1 second?
Yeah.
Going home by yourself. Well, you see, they told Jackie Dobbs, and Jackie Dobbs was very clear on this, and I've played it. They told Jackie Dobbs that the boys in Summer was swimming that day. She showed him a picture of the kids swimming at the horse pond that day.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yes,
Like,
and yes,
kids?
he told her that he said that on Unmasked, and I've got the clip. So, and she said, and they said, "Are you sure it wasn't Hunter?" And he said, "No, it wasn't Hunter. I assure you, because I met Hunter whenever I went to just a couple days after Summer went missing. I went to their house again, and Candace was like FaceTiming him, Hunter, and I said hi to him." Sorry, David Dotson. Yes, it was David Dotson. Thank you.
Wow.
So they lied through their crack. Which one is it, Don and Candace?
Right. I know. And then, like, there's no reason to lie unless there's something to hide. And
Yes. People who have nothing to hide hide nothing.
yeah. Oh, I didn't
Okay.
want to go home and sit by myself. Okay, well, supposedly your kids were all supposed to be there.
It was Dotson the flute player. Sorry. Yeah. David Dotson saying she showed David Dotson the video that night. Exactly, BB Diamond. Yes. Okay.
Why did Don call?
I have no idea. He just called. I don't even know if he was working at the time.
Ziggy,
Okay.
But if he was working, he obviously wouldn't.
are you going to finish playing that video?
Yeah.
Is this it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, this is it, actually.
Okay.
I know it looks like we're on the last video.
Okay. Sorry. I'll shut up. Okay.
Know that there was some dude looking at the little kids.
Well, everyone knows you called your wife. Could you kind of give us a little details about that? Do you kind of remember, was it morning, afternoon, later afternoon when you called her? Do you remember how that conversation went at all? Because Hunter's saying you called about, two people touching children or whatever. So could you kind of tell us if you remember what time the call was and how that conversation went?
Well, the only thing I know is, I call her from time to time just to see what she's doing, and she said that she's taking care of some prescriptions or whatever. It seemed to me that it was later than that, but because I made up my mind, well, they're busy doing this and whatever, I might as well just stay late at work. So I was working late.
Hey, Don.
Hey,
Your wife messaged me and said that you was at home in a 3 o'clock hour, and I have that as evidence. She did not want nobody to know you was at home.
that's not true. How could she message you that if that's not the case? They don't even
Do
know.
you have...
I mean, why would she say something?
Precisely, and that's what
There's the message.
Yep.
Yeah, he never answered the question.
It says, but Donnie's not a bad person either. I've been with him for 14 years. It's okay. Nobody mad at you. She said, Jenna says, I'm sorry. I've seen your pain. Plus, pain he puts you through. When he does his lives, it's like all you. And then he has people thinking you're a monster. And she said, it's okay. Did you tell someone that Donnie was home at 3 the day Summer went missing? She said, no, not 3. And then, Candace says, what time did you say? And she said 3:30 or 4, but you didn't see him. I told that didn't come from you. And she said, okay. And Jenna said, I'm sorry. I was taking up for you. He's got people thinking you're this monster and you're not. And Candace said, I know, hun. Please don't be mad. I love you so much. So, yeah, that was a very interesting, that was very, I remember that. That was really interesting when that came out. All right, let's continue.
Well, Cher will say that Dawn wasn't at work all day.
She will.
Yeah, what she said. Well, how did Josh word it? He asked her, and she said, "What I said before is what I mean." And Dawn, I believe, had told her that he wasn't at work all day. I'll have to go back and clip it if somebody in chat remembers it. I'm sure it was on Smiley's.
Don once told Cher that he didn't work past 11:30 a.m. Oh, okay.
But so they was at the lake, and then Hunter and his, I guess they went. She called and says, "Come by the house," and then she begged to take Hunter to the lake with them so they could swim a little bit. Yeah. Seen them videos, and then I took her back and they said everything was okay in that situation between now.
Yeah. Which situation?
Sir.
Which situation, sir?
See that?
This
Which
is all
situation?
here to the left. All this. Now.
Yeah. Which situation?
Sir. Lake with them so they could swim a little bit. Yeah. Seen them videos, and then I took her back and they said everything was okay in that situation between now.
I took her back.
Which situation?
I took her back. I think
Wow.
Don may have worked until 11:30. He may have picked up Summer and went back to the house, and Candace picked up Grandis from the hospital with H, and then they went to the grocery store.
Wow.
I took her back, and then he catches himself, sir.
I wonder if there's somebody at his work do you think somebody at his work's lying for him?
Nobody from their work has ever said that they saw him.
Oh, really?
Have you heard of anybody from their work come out and say that?
Maybe I haven't. What isn't there one? Why do I want to say Killian? But that's not right. Jamie Killian or something? No.
No, not Jamie.
I don't know. So there's nobody that's came out and said that they've saw him at work that day.
Well, Tucker eventually got rid of him.
Yeah. Did his workmates not have to sign a witness statement? They might have. I could have sworn there's one that did try to come out. That I have his name written down somewhere, but he hasn't talked to anybody.
Well, Don said he talked to one of the guys there for 20 or 30 minutes. I mean, okay, that doesn't mean you was there from 6:30
Right.
or 7:30 till 5 o'clock that day. I don't think he was there that long.
Right.
They weren't. Don worked for himself. He's an independent contractor. They don't. There's not people there that watch over them the entire time.
Right. Exactly.
They have their own house.
Yeah, that's true. Because he's gonna be assigned a job, like him, and maybe one other person or something. They have probably get assigned a house. There's not gonna be somebody coming by to check on them.
That's exactly right.
So yeah.
All right.
Oops, sorry.
This next one's interesting.
Okay.
Listen to this next one. It's interesting.
Sir,
Which situation, sir?
this is all our property here to the left. All this, our house is up there on top. So all this is our property. So I turned straight away in here.
We turned. I turned.
Disappeared.
Who's we? Who's we turned?
Yeah, he does a lot of those mix-ups.
We turned. I turned straight into here.
He has several of those mishaps all the time. I mean,
Well, it takes energy to lie because your brain naturally wants to tell the truth,
yeah.
and that's he gets himself in it. He corrects himself pretty quickly. But
Yeah.
I turned in here.
You want me
Okay.
to continue?
Yeah.
This.
Without a clue that I have, and I know of, I'm sure it happens, but not that I've ever seen in my life. Well, when there's an abduction, I mean, what else would you call it? Yeah. Disappearing. I don't understand that. But yeah, somebody was either hiding in the weeds there, waiting for either come in the basement. But yeah, I mean, we weren't 30 feet. They weren't 30 feet away when she got gone. Yeah. I mean,
We weren't.
Maybe 40 at the most. Right. I don't know.
We weren't. They weren't.
Yep, another one of those little his famous mishaps. They
That night, how well do you know him, and do you know why he was out there
This one's funny.
around your boys?
Yeah, a lot of our neighbors heard, us screaming Summer's name, and so I think I don't know, I don't know for sure because I wasn't there, but I've known him for years.
Well, I'm gonna end this show, but I mean, if you've said everything, I'm not looking into the church people to make you angry. I'm looking into the church people because they were some of the last people around your daughter, Donald.
No, they weren't around her at all. We was at our house and nobody was here but me. I wasn't here.
So when Robin tells Chris
That's it.
in that interview,
That's it. No, they weren't. Nobody was here. Or what did? Can you repeat that again? Nobody was here. Where we were here. I wasn't here. Is what he says.
No, they weren't around her at all. We was
to the church people to make you angry. I'm looking into the church people because they were some of the last people around your daughter, Donald.
No, they weren't around her at all. We was at our house and nobody was here but me. I wasn't here.
So when Robin tells Chris
Yeah.
McDonough in
That one is a bombshell. They weren't here.
Yeah.
Nobody was there except me. He was going to say me and the kids.
yeah.
He says that one's a bombshell, in my opinion. Nobody was there except me, the kids. I wasn't here.
Yeah, that was
That one is the bombshell, in my opinion, out of all of them. Because he was more at that time. He was more wanting to not get the church in a, looked at and everything like that. And he's like, no, just me. And I wasn't here. I wasn't there.
Yeah, he had a backpedal on that one.
Yeah. If it was an honest slip, he wouldn't feel compelled to correct it. Exactly.
Interview, and she said.
What does it say?
It's just going over the same stuff that we
Yeah.
just.
I didn't want to go home and sit by myself. Hunter is confused. He thinks Dawn was home. Candace messaged Jenna saying Dawn was at home. I took her back. We turned here. We aren't 30 feet. They weren't 30 feet. A lot of neighbors heard us screaming. Summer. Nobody was here but me. I wasn't here.
I understand my oldest boy, though, he'll stop from time to time and say he misses his sister, stuff, but, your mind has a way of forgetting every now and then. I find myself doing it too. Every now and then but then it comes flooding all back, of course, yeah. I might get away from it for about 15, 20 seconds, but it'll all come back.
And he goes, yeah, but like I said before, you've been through hell. Me too. Most people cannot understand certain things unless they've been through hell. I never thought I'd be in this situation after all I've been through. God has a plan, I'm sure. As long as we trust him, he promises to work it out for good. I just don't know how I can possibly get over my daughter. I just don't see how. Never expected anything like her. Now just gone. Why do you have to get over your daughter, though? Like, if a kidnapper has her and she's alive and someone just took her, why do you have to get over her? You know what I mean?
Wells says he himself has been a victim of online speculation, as he says some have claimed he is involved. Did you have anything to do with your daughter's disappearance?
Well, I'm at work all day, every day, I love my daughter with all my heart, and I try to love everybody, and it's been a real experience, me turning to YouTube for help and seeing the nature. I've never seen anything like this in my life, so it's been quite a lesson to me. I've never been on YouTube or Facebook or anything. I probably never will again if I can help it, but it's been quite an experience, and it's been very educational.
Not answering the question.
I've learned a lot.
So, yes or no to the question?
Okay. Oh, well, no.
Huh. That was this June, by the way.
Wow, that happened. I don't know why I'm echoing. Do you guys hear the echo? Or is it just over on my side? Hey, Floast.
You're not echoing.
Maybe if I turn down my speaker. Man, that was pretty. When that happened, and he kept going on and on and on, and then she had to ask him again.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah. I mean, that would be like the number one thing. If you was innocent, you would say no. But people who lie tend to over explain. They try to overcompensate. And times two speed there, you just saw it. He was really, really overcompensating, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie, I believe he's always been the culprit myself.
The link's pinned, Flo, if you want to come up. I know you probably don't, you haven't been around for a while. You probably don't.
I don't think, I think Candace, I mean, there's been times where I thought Candace maybe didn't know, or, that Dawn has just really kept it from her. But then I think she's got to know by now. She has to know all the drunken nights and the fights and everything that they've been through. But I do believe that Candace would lie for Dawn, because as long as she's got someone that can take care of her, she'll do it. She can't be without her Donnie. But it was interesting, she knows she'll get in trouble as well.
Yeah.
But she did say that he was one of her suspects when he was in jail.
I kind of wonder if, like, Don put, like, whatever plan, if Don came up with a plan, if he's the mastermind behind it, kind of wonder if he, like, he made Candace be a part of it, like, just enough so that he could use it over her head, like, you're going to get in trouble or whatever if you say anything.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, baby. Absolutely.
She seemed pretty happy for a while when he was in jail. Yeah. That's true. I'll figure out. I don't know. I do hear an echo. I don't know. I'll figure it out. It could be not exactly. I'll figure it out. Not right this second, but before next time, hopefully. I'll figure it out. Maybe, hopefully. I believe Candace is the real culprit. Candace lied for Candace, and Don covered up what he thought Candace done, in my opinion. Candace ran when she should have spoken up for Summer. Yeah, Candace should have spoke up at the very beginning. I think later on, from what I hear, especially probably about the last year, I've heard that Candace has been more cooperative.
Yes, I've heard she's been very cooperative lately.
So,
and I think
I wish she would have done that at the very beginning. It probably would have been a lot more valuable at that time. But I guess better late than never.
Yeah, I think she's away from there. She might be away from there just to be cooperating and to get her own ass out of the fire. Because they may have offered her, we don't know, they may have even offered her immunity. If you know something, tell us now, and you're not going to get charged if you tell us what happened so we can put this together.
Yeah. Here, you want to continue on the video?
Sure.
It's only a minute left.
They haven't accused you of Candace or anything, right? Guys, I heard
Man,
about
I got. Hey, you have to. I have 7 alibis.
What?
If not more. Baby, don't break my fucking door. Come on.
No,
I have 7 alibis. I have 7 alibis. Candace ain't got none. She's going down.
You were at work. Right?
Yep.
So, would you say that to the mother of your children? She's going down, asking for a friend.
I mean, I could see somebody like Don Wells doing that, but yeah, I don't know.
You hear Candace in the background.
Yeah. If people didn't know better and hadn't heard Candace before, they would think it was somebody like tied up in a bedroom or, or, because she just, man, it's hard to understand when she's hard to understand anyways, but you add the alcohol, she gets, her tongue swells up or something. That's how she sounds anyways.
That was a crazy night. That was such a crazy night on Marissa's panel. Oh my God. And Don hit her.
Yeah. It started on my panel, and then it went over to like Doug's, and then I think went to Marissa's or something like that. But Marissa had the craziest thing happen on hers, which was the 7 alibis thing.
Oh, they were on tour that night. I mean, they were on tour. They were on every creator. I wasn't a creator then, but they were on every creator's just It was like Doug's, everyone.
Mm-hmm. And it got crazier and crazier. And Marissa happened to be the last Well,
Hmm.
wasn't that the night that he got arrested for a DUI?
No, it was soon after that, but it wasn't that night.
Hmm.
The
Because
police were called that night.
you remember when Doug was live and he was on the phone with Dawn and Dawn was being pulled
Yeah,
over.
yes. Don's like, I'm getting pulled over. You know, I really am. I really am.
Oh my god.
Don't
What if
break
they
the
overdosed in
fucking
jail?
door, Candace.
They overdosed in jail fentanyl. What do you think about that? That was craziness too. All those people that freaking overdosed at the jail.
Yes.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see. We might not even be able to get the truth unless we get it from an inmate that's been close to the situation and saw it for themselves or something. Because it doesn't sound like Fred was in the block that it happened. It sounds like it happened in the women's block, and but there's something about one male inmate, so I don't know. But supposedly a bunch of inmates overdosed at Hawkins County Jail.
Yeah, that is crazy. That's crazy. And I think Ronnie Lawson is trying to make it till December.
Yeah, and there's rumors about people dying from it. So guys, we're just waiting to hear back. We're getting conflicting reports.
Yeah.
So
If if that if anybody even overdosed, that's crazy.
yeah.
And just touching that stuff
Mm-hmm.
can kill you, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean they all did it. It just means, they,
Right.
it's just crazy.
Right. And those women too, many of them have been in there for a while, so they probably, even if they're addicts or whatever, they've been off a lot of them have been off the drugs for a while, probably.
Hmm.
Tolerance was lowered,
Yeah.
and fentanyl laced heroin.
That's how most overdoses happen is people get clean for a while and then they reuse and they think they can use the same amount of dose that they were doing before and sadly they overdose and die.
Exactly. Yeah. They must be selling it in there. From all we hear is it was a woman that brought in the package. Like, okay, whatever that means. A woman who brought in a package. Okay.
The thing with fentanyl is in just the littlest form and the littlest, I mean, the teeny tiniest bag can kill thousands and tens of thousands of people.
Yeah. Fentanyl is supposed to be is you have to be an advanced opioid user to be on fentanyl. That's like for people who have a very high tolerance because they're passing away or something. Um, uh,
And the dealers are putting fentanyl in it because they it gets them hooked and they you know they want stronger and stronger and
right, and people want the fentanyl stuff. Actually, let me tell you, they they do want it because if the people, what's sick about the disease is that if people hear that people are dying from a certain batch or whatever, addicts want that because that shows that it's stronger.
yeah.
So it's crazy at the same time. Like there's a lot of people who are a lot of addicts that would want fentanyl and lace stuff because it's going to be stronger. Um,
I saw a comparison of it was like in a vial and it showed a deadly amount of heroin and then a deadly amount of fentanyl. And the fentanyl just had like two or three, like the size of sugar grain.
Wow.
granules. Like, that's a deadly amount of fentanyl. Like, imagine getting 3 to 4 granules of
Wow.
sugar, and that will kill you.
Wow. And look, addicts think they are using heroin, but it's not. It's fentanyl. Yeah.
Nana for Life said Ziggy Justin, allegedly one of the parents of a female inmate, had posted in a Facebook group about the OD. Yeah, I think we was reading that, Nana.
Yeah. It was sad. I mean, it's crazy to hear that he called the jail and was told his daughter was fine, and then to find out, oh no, actually your daughter was one of the, you know, one that flatlined. So is what it was said. What was said.
Yes, there is a difference in fentanyl and carfentanil. It is true.
There's a room. So supposedly, so Fred told me he said 15. He heard 15 died. I don't. There's a lot of rumors
Look,
surrounding this.
that's what, and Fred said that he's in jail, and then also he heard what I guess the person on Facebook wrote as well, because they said the same thing. 15.
Yeah. So that just shows how. I mean, we can. Fred gets some good information. He's got a really good memory. I don't know how he just I don't know. He's so quiet. I think that's why people trust talking in front of him or something, I guess. He's not a talker. But yeah. So he said that he was told 15 died and 6 overdosed. But then we're hearing, that Ronnie Lawson's saying no, there wasn't even an overdose.
Speaking of overdose, do you remember hearing about Summer allegedly ODing,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
and they didn't take her to the hospital
Yeah.
before? Who told that story?
Uh, maybe. Oh, that was probably Ziggy Valero, where it started, right? Because her conversation with Brandis, when Brandis supposedly said something about that drink in the back seat, and was saying that it was old. She told Summer not to drink it. Said the drink was old, and
No, this was they took her to someone's house. Allie, yes, it was Allie. Yes, it was Allie. Yes, because they were. Candace was like freaking out, and they got her. True was saying it. Yes, that's it, and that makes you wonder as well.
oh, you mean when? Oh yeah, that was crazy. I forgot about that. I wonder
Yeah,
if we can find that because that's like something that people haven't heard for a long time.
I was just looking into it a couple nights ago.
Wow, that was I remember that where Summer supposedly OD'd, and and then True had to hold her through, get her through that. Isn't that what
Yeah,
the rumor is? That is horrible, absolutely horrible. Candace, you should be ashamed of yourself for real.
I can't imagine True lying about something like that.
No, I don't think so either. And with Candace and Dawn's history, it seems quite believable to me.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So, um,
I don't I don't remember what the OD was. I don't know
um,
what kind of
they said
substance.
meth.
Yes.
I believe it was. It was either meth or cocaine. I think it was meth, if I remember right, and which is even worse because meth has all the chemicals in it and stuff made from like Drano or whatever shit they use. But still, of course, it's not good for a toddler for any of the drugs. And I don't, if that incident happened, which sounds like it's very likely did happen, allegedly, that if Summer got into something again, and that's what happened to her, which I don't think so, because I really feel that whatever happened had to be planned. I feel like it just, and if it's not, if it was some accident cover up, then there's still was something else. There's something else shady going on around Summer.
Well, it had to be something that, and if there was an OD, that would be something that they would truly get in trouble for. Because I feel like if she fell off of something, right? You know what I mean? Or like that wouldn't get them in trouble. Like if she fell down the stairs, I don't see them doing like hiding her for that because that's an accident. But if it's an accident that the parents can be charged for a neglectful death, that's a whole different ballgame, especially when you're already a felon and if you got drugs in the house.
Yeah, I can probably pull that up. I mean, I could probably be on for. I need to get off here kind of soon, but
You're fine. You're good. But I just thought that was. I remembered that when we was talking about the Hawkins County thing. Because if someone else said it, I probably wouldn't believe it as much, to be quite honest with you. But I remember, and I thought, well, that's more credible because I couldn't remember, but it was true once they said it. Rappy Doodle's in here.
Rappity doo da.
Rappity doo.
My oh my. I don't know which one would it be. You guys, can you guys see what I'm looking at? Okay, yeah, you do. That would have been. Does anybody know the name of the title when she talked to True?
I think I screen recorded something the other night, or I don't remember. True was very distraught. Yeah.
Here, let me see what you guys are saying to find out.
Hold on, Ziggy. I'm that bitch. Mama Bear recorded True saying that it is on her channel. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I put up. I just need to know the.
I have that somewhere.
Rap, you can come up here. I mean, maybe if you want to take over.
Rap doesn't even pull a 24-hour live like he promised his subscribers.
Rappity doodle. Is Sherry in jail? Andrew said she abused kids. Oh yeah, Sherry.
She had charges, or
yeah.
I was the one that broke that news, actually.
Just a little pat on the old back there.
Oh, when she said that, I just was like, oh yeah, I broke that.
No. So does anybody know which one it is going to be? Maybe she didn't put the name of the. Oh no, this one has everything that's coming out. Maybe it's this one right here because it has one.
Probably the most popular one on there.
This one has 2.2. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering if it's this. If that's it, then.
No, Michelle.
A part of it when she was a part of it.
BB, they do.
And I got in trouble.
Oh, maybe.
And they told.
Maybe she had a little video. Hold on. Maybe it wasn't alive.
I think it was a video.
Oh, here it is. Trigger warning 1.5. And again, why anyone didn't care. Here it is. Here we go.
This is for entertainment purposes and general awareness. It has been
general
uploaded
awareness.
to the proper people. This is Allison, Mama Bear, and Chris, and her daughter talking. Allie's daughter. I want to know why nobody done anything, and why nobody's still doing nothing. Yes, I've called it in to try to find out. I get no answers. Maybe somebody can help me.
True.
Yeah, I got it.
You gotta tell Mama Bear that what you just told me. About her calling you 3 o'clock in the morning.
Who called you? Who's harassing you? What?
Not now.
Oh.
When me and Santa lived up on the hill, up in, what was it? Just behind the Rover store. They called us at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and they were on our way to our house. Summer was 3 years old, and I guess Cam just had, I think it was meth or something on the table, and she was high off her ass, and she left the room, and Summer got into it, and she called us, and she showed up at our door, and Summer was like, she was shaking and crying.
Oh my God.
And I was like, y'all need to take her to the hospital, and she was like, no, we would have got arrested. So there we are, holding a freaking 3-year-old crying because she's scared and high out of her mind.
Oh my God.
Yeah. They never cared about their kids.
That is
crazy.
fucked up.
Holding a child while she's screaming crazy and freaking high out of her mind is what she said, or something like that.
I can't imagine. Oh
right?
my God.
Wasn't it meth? Or well, they'll probably say here it was either meth or cocaine, and but I'm pretty sure it was meth, which, you know, the drug that Don had to look up to see the effects.
Right.
Because he doesn't know anything about it. He doesn't know the effects of meth. He had to look it up. Like, when you say things like that, nobody's gonna take you seriously. Like, we could tell that you've done meth a time or two in your life. Like,
yes, Lisa, unbelievable, and people support these people. Yes, that's the loving mother that Daisy looks into her eyes and sees 7 children.
That's just beautiful. Yeah.
Disgusting.
Okay. Here, I wonder what Daisy would say about these calls or about this conversation.
I don't know. I might ask her tomorrow.
Okay.
And CPS does nothing.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, when they did CPS checks, how the hell does she pass inspection?
Yeah.
Shit, I get yelled at if I have fucking dirt on my house. No. I get yelled at. I fail my inspections here if I have a fucking piece of clothing. She laughed about it. She was like, yeah, they saw all the weed and shit on the table, and they didn't say nothing. They just laughed.
I swear there's some. The whole town is in this.
No,
they all cover up each other.
I'll say if CPS was here for me and I had dirty dishes in my sink, they'd eat my kids right then and there for it being filthy because I had dishes in my sink. Trust me, they fucking fail me. They try everything over there to fucking fail me on my inspections.
Well, did y'all see?
You know what I told Lady? You know what I told Lady Millerton? I'm sorry my house is lived in. You want to come here?
Hi, Justin.
Hi, Rap.
Hi, Ziggy.
Rap, you kind of
interrupted us.
I interrupted y'all?
Yes, with playing something.
No, you're fine. I'm just teasing you.
You're teasing me? What are you guys covering?
Yes, BB, they have recently found an iPad. I noticed that, and they need to be calling Hawkins County and turning that in.
What?
Yes.
Wait, they found it?
Don and Candace said they recently found an iPad with pictures and stuff on it. So I bet you they didn't turn it in.
I don't know. I'm sorry to ruin y'all's party, though.
No, you're
No,
good.
you didn't ruin it. No.
No, we're just chilling and listening. Or what? So we found out that there, through Fred Hill, that there was up to several people who overdosed at Hawkins County Jail yesterday. Possibly passed away. Up to 15 people passed away. So we're still. I mean, it's not funny at all, but like we're getting conflicting reports. Like if it was Roddy Lawson saying that nobody overdosed, and then we're hearing 15 people passed away, and then we're hearing like 6 people are in ICU on another report. So yeah, for those just coming in, we were talking about that earlier, and now we're listening to a call between True and this creator. I guess I'm that bitch Mama Bear, and she was recording a conversation with True and her and somebody else. So whose picture's on the iPad? I don't know. Do you know, Justin?
They said pictures of, I guess, the kids.
I want to know what happened to that camera.
Well, when was Chris down there? Chris was down there in July, right after the boys was, taken.
Mhm.
And Candace said, "Oh, when I get around to it, I'm gonna take a phone there too that they missed." When she gets around to it, it's not like her daughter wasn't, missing for a month at that time already. When she gets around to it next time she's in town. Lucifer in the
Why you
flesh.
put me full screen?
Because you needed attention. You
I
wanted
didn't get attention. I'm
attention
here
of the
talking to
class.
myself. Y'all said I interrupted y'all.
You're the class clown that gets, that you have to.
You got like 600 in here telling me to stay on topic, so I'm just chilling in the clouds. I'm in heaven.
Oh,
now.
is there 600 in here? Shit, now I'm gonna.
I'm in heaven.
How many's in here?
Take me off the full screen.
Are you self-conscious? Hide in the clouds. Bish. Perhaps in heaven tonight.
How they get on here and lie saying CPS stole Summer? Do you think that law enforcement will use what they are saying online about things?
How they get on here and lie saying CPS told Summer, do you think that law enforcement? Yes, they can use anything that Don and Candace says if they are ever charged, because it is a willing statement.
Yeah, and hopefully they do. Hopefully Don and Candace have their day in court to answer to all of us, and mainly Summer, their daughter, why they did whatever they did, allegedly. Only my opinion. And I'm going to be sitting there right next to my buddy Justin.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be like staring down whoever is in the hot seat. All right, let's continue here.
You want this floor spick and span? You can get fuck these do it. So then you can leave.
And Rap's in Tennessee, so he'll be with us.
They ain't shit on my motherfucking force.
That's crazy, dude.
Oh,
Rap is what?
Tennessee, fuck, found point.
In Tennessee. Said you'll be with us.
Rap's in Tennessee, yeah.
Going to Don and Candace's
Be with you
court.
where?
If Don and Candace ever get
Whoever. Not even just Don and Candace. I mean, if they would be innocent, which I don't see how, but they're not somehow involved. But
we were just
you already know, like, I think they're guilty of child neglect, but like I believe innocent until proven guilty, you know what I mean? But
I believe in innocent until proven guilty. As far as court, they have absolutely a right to a absolutely fair trial. Every human being on the planet deserves that.
But we're going to be there.
but I'm not the court.
We're gonna be there.
I'm stating my opinion.
You're gonna be there. Justin volunteered you too, Rap. So I guess you.
Then we're going to eat at the Hungry Goat.
All right, I'm down to get the Hungry Goats in Harlan, Kentucky for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, you already know. But all right, I'm gonna jump down, guys. I just wanted to pop up and say hey.
Sorry.
You're leaving already? Great.
Do what?
You're leaving already? Oh, some Terry T.
Yeah, I gotta
get
run.
another channel taken down. I don't know.
All right, see y'all.
All right, bye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye bye.
All right.
He went off into the clouds.
Her polygraph test twice.
How? How did that bitch fail a polygraph test? How many Xanax that motherfucker take?
I got it all the way wrong.
Sorry,
on this
she
one.
said she passed it. Oh.
What'd you say?
I don't understand.
She wasn't being honest. That's why she failed.
Oh, I thought you said she passed it.
Everybody she passed it. No, she didn't. But my thing is, she failed twice. When I called her that night, when I came back to the house after we were at the cookout and shit.
The night Summer come up gone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me how this bitch is just pacing back and forth in her house playing with her ass. When she called me a nana, drinking. When she called me a nana, she was sitting in the chair, freaking drinking. And I was like, well, where's all these people? They're like, they're out looking for us. And don't you think you should be out there too instead of getting drunk off your ass? We can't leave.
Right. Wasn't nobody else.
My child's up in this. I want someone to fuck tell me I can't leave.
Right. You ain't finna tell me I can't search.
I want to know why. How come nobody reported that?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it was report. I mean, surely law enforcement knows, right? Yeah, that's all been turned in. Sure, right. I'm sure people would have harassed her until that was turned in. So, yeah, I'm sure law enforcement's been sent that 5 million times. I am sure. As much as like even
How
like
long? Question. How long will math stay in your hair?
Oh, I'm not sure. It only stays in your urine for a few days, but
I know, but your hair, your fingernails. Because I was just wondering. I was like, is that why they shaved her head? Were they going to do a drug test or something? A hair follicle test? I don't know.
it's going to be at least it's going to be in your hair at least a month, though. I could definitely find out. How long does meth stay in hair?
Can you all of our Google searches and it's true crimers? It's ridiculous. I wanted to ask Rap about because he's been to Ben Hill Road and he says that he does not believe anybody took Summer off that hill. He's like, there's no way.
Right.
I wanted him to.
So, from what I found, it said by 90 days. So, but this is for a chronic user. A chronic meth user, though. If they once they stop using so somebody probably like Fred, okay, because if he's using daily.
Mm.
So after 3 months off the drug, somebody like Fred, for up to 90 days of reported abstinence by 120 days. By 120 days, about 16% had tested. Oh, after 120 days, okay, all but 16% had tested negative. After 153 days of abstinence, all tested negative. So, man, it can take up to, depending your usage, though, 120, 90, 120 to 4 months.
Yeah.
But if they're only using it not as often, I mean, that was for like people that use meth like daily or, binge it. It's probably less, but
In my opinion, if it was an abduction, it wasn't a stranger abduction. Uh, Absolutely. I mean, I just don't see how adults can be outside. It's a very small house. It's way up on a hill.
yeah,
There's no sign of hearing. Trust me, you can hear a car start. You can hear, you know.
yeah.
I just don't see how. I mean,
There's just no way you can't see anything down at the. You can't see up there to see if there's kids up there, or and if you could happen to see a kid, if you get lucky and you see there's a kid up there, how do you know you can't see any of the hardly any of the property from the road?
I mean,
So how are you gonna know if there's a adult up there or who's there? You know what I mean?
oh, Annabelle, you have to.
Huh?
I was talking to Annabelle in chat. She said that she's been to Ben Hill. I don't see. I just don't see how. I mean, the last people you want to think that is involved with, a child is the parents or, someone.
Mm-hmm.
That's the last, you know, the
Dying
babies are going to have to wait 6 months to get 100% free testing. Dying here does not mask it either.
Yeah, because
Uh,
remember, didn't Candace tried coloring her hair too? That was another.
oh, I don't think it's the coloring. I think it's the bleaching because the bleaching is what takes it pulls pigments and stuff out. But it's not a surefire way either.
Yeah. Meth only stays in your system about 72 hours. But in your hair, though, it's hair and nails, it's going to be
They,
longer.
they do fingernail testing as well.
Yeah. So, maybe you think that could have had something to do with Summer, why her head was shaved?
I don't know. I was just bringing it up. I was like, she allegedly had a OD before. Hey,
Mm.
Nico, I'm so sorry about last night. I told you to come back up. I apologize. I saw your message in private chat. Um, Jody could tell what kind of shoes people were wearing when walking around. Um, well, listen, if someone abducted Summer, let's say even someone, someone on Ben Hill Road, which I personally don't think so, but running down that hill, right, that with a 40, 50 pound child, you're going to fall if you're running. Sorry, you can't run down the hill with a 50-pound child, especially one that's scared,
Yeah.
and you're going to be moving leaves and tree branches and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, it's like really, even, let's say you are even able to go down this driveway, you cannot like run down the driveway. I don't know. I mean, maybe a kid could. I don't know. It's very steep.
It's got a bunch of ruts in it too. You need to go listen to Voices Behind the Wall talking about Don. He still didn't know when Summer's birthday is.
Oh my
Not
God, are
surprised.
you
Not
serious?
surprised. ID
Today,
and the two youngest got their shaved right after Summer disappeared.
man, you guys serious about, was that today on Voices?
I haven't got to listen to it all.
Thank
Earlier
you.
tonight.
Um, all the way back to 6 months. Yeah,
I mean,
especially.
unless, Summer had gotten into them, more than one time or within the, and they didn't want CPS. But I think that's unlikely why they shaved her head, but I guess it's not out of the realm of possibility.
Right. I just think it is probably for
Does he need to get it tattooed? Well,
and he said he needs to get tattooed. Nuh-uh. He said he has to get her birthday tattooed because he can't remember it.
if I couldn't remember, I can't imagine a parent not knowing their child's birthday. I'm sorry, I just can't.
I know, that's crazy.
I mean, like maybe if you're like 75 years old and your
Right.
kid's like 40, or something, but not your little kid.
Yeah.
FBI card team said no kidnapping or abduction occurred, no evidence of either one. That is true, and they have a 95% accuracy as far as recovery, and that means either recovery of alive or not, of resolving the case. Summer is in that 5% right now.
People are so, yeah. Well, someday, hopefully very soon, we'll know some answers. Gosh, 2 years later, it's weird listening back to my old videos.
Mm-hmm.
When we've been doing those. I need to do that again. I haven't done it for a few days. Re-upload old, important live.
Mm-hmm.
But it's weird listening to it because, from 2 years ago, it's the same. We were talking about the same stuff that we talk about now. Like nothing's changed. It's crazy.
We do, but it's also you forget about some stuff as well. You're like, oh yeah, that did happen, or
Yeah. They're claiming paraphernalia bags are being planted on them or their properties. Oh, well, that's because that another realm started that whole. I think that's probably where that came from. I don't know. I mean, it's a good theory that possibly stuff can be planted on somebody's property. It's possible. It's definitely possible, but
well, just because something, I mean, if something is planted on someone's property, the property owner is not going to be concealing anything. They're not going to have their phone off at this specific time, right? They're going to be doing their normal everyday routine. So just because, I mean, it may look bad of course, in the initial, someone finding someone on someone's property, but people find bodies on someone else's property all the time. Look at Morphew, Suzanne Morphew. She was just found on someone's property.
Was she?
Yeah.
I haven't been able to look into that much.
I've been obsessed with it. So.
Yeah. Whose property was she found on? Did it say? Did they say any injuries that she sustained?
They're not releasing any of her. Nothing.
So they haven't said whether she was shot or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I
hope, we just wake up one morning and be here. There's been an arrest in the Summerwell case.
Yeah, I know. It'd be like party.
Oh my God.
Especially if she's been found alive, but
That would be amazing.
that would be crazy.
I mean, I would probably fall over with a stroke.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would be elated.
Yeah, Shannon, get some rest. I know that you've I'm probably gonna get off here too. I've been on here for over 3 hours anyways. If he didn't
Okay.
know what her birthday was again, you would think there'd be a chance he wasn't the father. Crazy, but I wouldn't be surprised by anything, especially since Candace
Hold
is
on.
around.
Justin, did you hear on Shares Tonight that DHS got his boys on drugs sickening? They didn't get the.
Oh yeah, I'm just.
No, that's Don saying that they're on. They've been diagnosed. It's really, I don't really even like talking about it. That's something Don talks about, and that's something
Oh yeah, their
kind
mental
of,
health
yeah,
stuff.
it's kind of private, and Don shouldn't really talk about it. It's none of his business
Yeah.
because it's between uh, the kid's doctor and the caregivers that are taking care of them. They currently don't have their children.
Right. Oh, thank you, Word Summer. Yeah, and the drugs he's talking about, they're not narcotics or anything like that. But it's not. Don needs to stop acting like he's some kind of helicopter parent because he doesn't even know the birthday of Summer, like you guys have stated. To this day, his daughter that has been missing for over 2 years, he doesn't know her birthday. How many times did you just say her birthday in interviews and stuff?
Justin, was the house nearby? I can't find where you posted anywhere. I don't think there was. Am I still here?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think there was a house nearby. It was for sale though. It's literally in the middle of nowhere. I've got I've been rescheduling my lab for the Suzanne Morphew and stuff because I keep finding information, and so I have to make it into content and stuff.
I'm not sure when Billy Bitton was arrested, but yeah, supposedly there was an incident over on 110 and Billy Bitton was arrested. I don't know when that was supposed to have happened though. I remember somebody's talking about that. Was that Fred or something? It might have been Fred. That says something about, we don't know for sure if Billy the drunk is so we don't. Okay, if is Billy the drunk and Wild Bill the same person? There's a few Billies now that we found out. Bill Shipley, Billy Bitton, and Billy Dishner. So
Which one's the one that fights with the girl all the time?
online, yeah. Oh, Shipley, the one that was writing crazy things But Billy Benton's a drunk, I guess, and he hung out over at 110 a lot. I don't know anything much about this Dishner kid. Billy Dishner is the one that would fight with his wife and would go hang out with
Is he the one
Brandon.
that would fight with the wife?
Really?
Is he the one?
I don't know. That's what they're saying, but I thought that was Shipley. But okay. If it was his wife, Vicky, because I know, or no, I'm sorry. That's Billy. The one that was married to Vicky is Benton. What's wrong, honey? Come here.
Aww. She tired. Was it around 2000? I don't know what that means.
I know Billy Shipley is a crazy, crazy drunk. Yeah, he is. But I don't know. I was talking to his wife, but she must have went back to his crazy ass because I haven't heard from her. She'll bet. I'm
February
sure
4th.
But that guy's like already threatening her and stuff, and they've only been dating since they met like in March of this year, and then they married in June.
February 4th is Summer's birthday.
Yeah. Which one was the name? Cameron was the name on the shed. He should be 18 now, I think. I would like to talk to him, but I won't message anybody unless they're 18 though.
You know, H is getting ready to turn 18, and
Yeah.
I wonder if he'll, speak. Justin, listen, y'all. In Hunter's interview on Chris McDonough, H said Billy used to come up and do that stuff talking about touching kids until he got arrested. No one ever mentions that statement. Well, he didn't say it. He said someone said, or he said Don said that a guy named Billy was up there touching. I can't even say.
Let's see what to say.
He said he didn't, know that. And then that's when Allie said he's a drunk that gets in a fight with his wife.
Yeah.
And speaking about like the birthdays and all of that, and how long Summer's been missing. The other day when Brandy went up on panel and was talking to Don, she said how many days Summer had been missing
Mm-hmm.
and how many days Monkey had been missing. And she's like, yeah, my son's been missing 800 or 700 some days, and Summer's been missing I think about 800, June, 837 days, 836, 837 days now. And Don's like, oh, really? Oh, thank you.
Wow. Yeah, you would know. You would know exactly how many days. I would think. I don't know though. I haven't had a missing child, but maybe I wouldn't. But I don't know. I think I would. Shipley used to work for a man I rented from, and his wife and him would fuss on the holler, worst words that you could never imagine. Yeah. And it's also rumored that Billy Shipley possibly worked for Dawn at one time. So
I'm sure. Didn't Summer and Nana's Angels have the same birthday? I don't know. I know Summer's birthday, but I don't know Nana's. I can't remember, to be honest. I think so. Now
now
that you say that.
we can remember if that was true because we can remember Nana and Summer on the same day every year.
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder if they got everything that they needed for her funeral and stuff. I haven't kept up with that.
Yes. They got it. It's all taken care of, yeah.
Smiley has the same birthday. Oh, okay. That does sound familiar.
Yes, Smiley has the same birthday. No, Smiley has the same birthday as the day she went missing. I think. I do too, BB. I love Nana.
Oh yeah, he is on Run from the Law. Billy Shipley is on Run from the Law, and he's also being investigated for his first wife's not disappearance, but her death, allegedly, according to his current wife. But I haven't heard from her for a while, and I hope she's okay. But at the same time, I kind of feel like she probably went back to him. God, not.
Justin LOM has the same birthday. Who's LOM?
Hold on.
I'm sorry, I'm not good with abbreviations.
Me either.
Lean on me. Oh.
Okay.
Why didn't you just say so? I'm just kidding, Annabelle. Smiley's is the day she went missing. Yes, June 15th. Yes.
Remember Smiley saying she was in Tennessee with her mom when Summer disappeared? Yep. I thought that Fred's birthday was the same as Dawn's, but thankfully for him, I found out. So Dawn's is the 14th, right? I'm pretty sure.
I don't
Fred.
know Dawn's. I know Summer's, but I don't know Dawn's.
Well, I did a chart, like a family tree, like at one time.
I remember you doing that. We talked to you on the phone when you was doing that.
Yeah, but man, Ancestry is like expensive to keep up. Like, it's really expensive. I'm thinking it was like 40 a month or
You
something.
know I think I gave you that website. It's a Mormon website. You can do it for free.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
That's for yeah, that is a good resource for some, yeah. I love Ancestries are really good. Intellius I like, and I was getting that for $9.99 a month until like
they have family trees.
huh?
Intellius.
No, but that's the first place I always go is Intellius when I am looking into somebody. That's the first place is Intellius, and then from Intellius I go to Ancestry. And but I had a really good deal that I got like a couple years ago on Intellius when I first started in the community that I was locked into, and it was $9.99. Well, when Cindy reversed all those charges on PayPal, that was one of the things got reversed, and so they like shut down my account. And now I
Nana
can't.
for life. Whoever did this summer, just come on, like let's find answers.
Dawn, it's time for you to tell what you know. Chop, chop. Allegedly. Dawn is a Scorpio? Yes.
He's a scorpion.
Yeah, he is. And in the chart, or in Juniper's chart, she was doing the star chart or whatever of the killer, or whatever happened to some of the person who took her, or whatever happened. And whoever it is, she's getting either a Scorpio, which Dawn is. So is Fred, though. Have to be fair here. Or I think a Libra, I think was the other she was getting, but that's of course just astrology.
Yeah.
One of them, November 11th. Yeah, that's I believe Fred. What if this will tie back to the case somehow? What's that, Reapers? What's that? What will tie back to the case? Several things that could tie back to Summer's case. I kind of wonder if there's if it possibly could have been a accident cover up, and then but also they be involved in some like traffic and stuff.
I don't think she was trafficked at all.
There's a lot of weird stuff around there.
I personally just don't feel trafficked because of the card team and stuff. I mean, they're a very special part of the FBI. The FBI says, I'm not seeing anything here.
They say that? Did they say they know she's not trafficked?
Well, so a former TBI agent said it's highly unlikely that Summer was trafficked. I played it on my live a few lives ago because people who are trafficked, they don't want the attention on them.
Yeah, that's true.
It's you never see people that are just especially kids that are just kidnapped from some country, on a country house on a hill in a dead end road that can expose them in so many other ways.
Yeah. That's true. Or it could have started out like that and it could have
People who
ended.
kidnap some. Oh, sorry, you were breaking up.
But see, like what I'm saying though
That's
is
me.
that possibly that she not her what did I was thinking possibly like try anyway, we'll talk about it. I don't want to get into that because people get upset and I'm wanting to get off here.
Okay.
See, somebody's trying to join. I'm not sure. Do you know who that is? I don't know who this is.
I can't see it from here, I don't think.
I'm about to get off here.
I don't know who it
I've been
is.
3.5 hours.
I can't see it, so. All right.
I'm just tired.
Me too. I wasn't planning on spending this much time on here either.
Yeah.
But down the rabbit hole we go, though.
Right. And if I get into all that, like I'm gonna be on here for forever and it's gonna get I don't want to get in a heated debate like this early in the morning.
You don't do all-nighters anymore. Ziggy used to do like 14 hours.
Well, the longest I've ever done is 11. But that was usually it was 8. Yeah, usually 8, 6 to 8 was my average live. Occasionally I would have those 10 hours. So yeah, but I don't know how I did it. Like, oh my God, I have no idea.
I mean, those were fun. Those were fun lives, though. Those were, I mean, when PG used to come up and all the panels and everything like that, like, time just flew by, though.
It'd give me a freaking headache, like dealing or being a host of that, because I would have to hear the shit from people. How can you giving her a platform to talk? And and I was just getting shit from all different directions, but they loved hearing her, because they were all in the chat, like always 1,500 in chat when Prayer Garden was on panel. So people
PG got a lot of hell. She got a lot of unwarranted.
Yeah.
But those were good lives, very good times. I mean, good conversations.
Yeah.
All right, I'm jumping down. Good night, everyone. Night, Zig.
For coming up.
You're welcome. All right, bye-bye.
Bye. And thank you I should apologize again to Reapers who was going to come up here. I just want, I just need to go. I'm trying to get on a more normal time, a more normal sleeping schedule. I know I say that like every day of my life, but I was doing really good there for a while. And thank you again to the person who donated earlier, or that PayPal, and also the person that gifted the memberships. Thank you guys so much. All right. And nighty night.